Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine and safe. Let us continue our social science learning. In the last class, we were discussing about Unit 5, Ancient Tamilakam. We already discussed about megalithic period as well as Sangam literature. Today, we will be going to discuss about social life of ancient Tamilakam. Social life. What do you mean by social life? Social life of ancient Tamilakam. What do you mean by it? Social life includes all the livelihood activities including occupation, food habits, dressing pattern, exchange system and so on. So, from where do we get all these informations regarding ancient Tamilakam? Do you have any idea? We had already discussed about it in previous class. The major sources of information regarding ancient Tamilakam includes megalithic monuments, coins, travelogues, few Tamil inscriptions as well as ancient Tamil songs. So, ancient Tamil songs are the major source of knowledge regarding the social life of people during ancient Tamilakam. From ancient Tamil songs, several knowledge or information regarding their life was available. So, when we think about the social life of ancient Tamilakam, we must be aware about one thing. That is, during that period, years and years back, in ancient Tamilakam, which included regions including Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh to Kanyakumari, including Kerala. It was a region that belongs to the South India and where the social life of people was based on division of land. Land was divided according to the geographical features. So, the social life of people belonging to ancient Tamilakam was related to division of land. Land was divided according to its geographical features. There were 5 so-called land divisions. And do you know what is the term that indicate these land divisions? Do you remember it? Okay, I will tell you. Tinais. Have you heard about it? Tinais. Tinais. Tinais are geographical divisions of land according to the physiography. So, there were 5 Tinais. There were 5 Tinais. And the land was divided according to its geographical features. Thereby, each Tinai are associated with feature. First Tinai is Kurinji. Kurinji. And do you know what is the geographical feature of Kurinji? Kurinji was hilly and mountainous region. What is it? Hilly region. It is mountainous region. And the second Tinai is Mullai. Mullai. And do you know what is the peculiarity of Mullai? Mullai are grasslands. What is it? Grasslands. Mullai are grasslands. And the third Tinai is Palai. Palai are dry lands. Dry lands where cultivation is not at all possible because of the lack of fertility. Soil is not fertile, so cultivation is not at all possible. The so-called lands are called as dry lands. And the fourth Tinai is Marutam. What is it? Marutam. Marutam are wetlands. Wetlands. Here, agriculture is possible. And the last Tinai is Natal. What is it? Natal. Natal belongs to coastal region. Coastal region means the region which is nearer to sea. So, these are 5 Tinais and its geographical features are also listed here. Kurunji, Mullai, Palai, Marutam and Natal. So, the Tinais are geographical divisions and the geographical specialities are listed here that we already discussed. That is, Kurunji belongs to hilly and mountainous region, Mullai belongs to grasslands, Palai are dry lands, Marutam wetlands, Natal belongs to coastal region. Thereby, the livelihood of the people belonging to this region was closely associated with this geographical region. The livelihood was dependent upon the specific geographical division. That is, the people belonging to each Tinais had different types of occupation and livelihood. And we will discuss about it in detail. So, what all things we had studied? We discussed about the 5 different Tinais as well as the peculiarities of or the geographical features of these Tinais are also discussed. So, now I will be showing a chart. Here, of each Tinai are listed. Kurinji. In Kurinji region, hunting and collecting forest resources are the major occupation. So, the livelihood of the people belonging to Kurinji Tinai was hunting as well as collecting forest resources. So, their life, their food habits, everything was dependent upon this specific culture, that is hunting and gathering forest resources, as well as they had shifting cultivation, that is they shifted from one place to another, and such type of cultivation is known as shifting cultivation or Poonam cultivation. So, shifting cultivation was also found in Kurinji region, and also pepper and some other spices was also cultivated there. Pepper and some spices were cultivated in Kurinji Tinai. And in the second Tinai, that is Mullai, we told it earlier that Mullai belongs to grasslands. So, remember, there are so many grasses. So, cattle are there. Cattle rearing is the major occupation of people belonging to Mullai Tinai. What is it? Cattle rearing. Cattle includes goats, cow, sheep, and all those animals. So, cattle rearing was the major occupation of people belonging to Mullai Tinai. As well as they had a practice of seizing the cattle known as Blessy. What is it? Blessy. Blessy means seizing of cattle. That is, they seized or annexed the cattle, because cattle were regarded as the symbol of wealth. So, the people wanted to have more number of cattle, so that they had the practice of seizing the cattle. Cattle seizing, the term specifically known as Blessy. It is a practice of making theft of cattle, and this prevailed in Mullai Tinai. And the third one is Palai Tinai. We already discussed that Palai are dry lands where cultivation is not at all possible. So, the people of this region was chiefly engaged in stealing of cattle. They had no other means of livelihood, and they seized or stealed cattle of other persons. So, Palai Tinai was dry lands and no cultivation was possible, but they lived by making theft of cattle belonging to other region. So, it was the social life or major livelihood of Palai Tinai. Then, in Marugam, we already discussed that Marugam belongs to wetlands where cultivation is possible. So, in Marugam, two crops was mainly produced, rice and sugarcane. manufactured in Tinais. As well as there were evidences of the use of iron plough shovel affixed to the plough. So, in the last class, we already discussed that this age, the megalithic period, is known as Iron Age of South India because of the use of iron tools. So, here in Tinais, the evidences of the use of iron plowshare has been seen. So, plough is used for what? For cultivation purpose, isn't it? Yes. So, the evidences of the use of iron plowshare was seen in Tinais. So, their social life and their livelihood was basically dependent upon agriculture. And the last one is Tinais. Tinais, we already discussed that Tinais is coastal region, the place which is nearer to sea. So, in Tinais, their major occupation or livelihood was dependent upon fishing and salt production. Fishing as well as salt production. And salt was made by evaporating seawater in salt pans. So, salt was manufactured by evaporating seawater in salt pans. So, the place belonging to the coastal region was Tinais, and the livelihood and major occupation of the people belonging to Tinais was dependent upon fishing as well as salt manufacturing. So, we discussed about 5 Tinais, its geographical features and peculiarities of this region as well as their livelihood and occupation. So students, hope all of you learned about the social life of ancient Tamilakam. In the next class, we will discuss about the exchange system of ancient Tamilakam. So, thank you students.